I know he's going to have some kind of plan, and it's going to be off the wall because he's Beanie Weenies.
Check it out.
From football and basketball to chess to MMA and to video games, the ability to make smart reads is critical to competing at a high level. Even more importantly, however, is knowing how and when to use these reads. At lower levels, reads can be easy to make. They like to throw fireballs in this situation, they like to hop kick in this situation, whatever the read might be. But smarter opponents are usually pretty aware as to not fall into the same patterns or resort to the same options in every scenario. Having a solid read on a good player can almost be like having an additional secret resource or weapon in your pocket. So often though, I see players cashing out their reads in situations where they really don't need to. Against a solid player, once you reveal that you have a read, your opponent's probably not going to let you capitalize on that read again. Sometimes making a correct read can net you huge damage or even the game. Revealing your cards too early could potentially ruin the opportunity to really take advantage of your read later in the match during a critical moment. We're going to look at a few examples where players utilized big reads at opportune times to secure the round or the game. This first example is from a match between Punk and Momochi from NorCal Regionals 2017. We're really going to focus on this sequence right here, Ibuki's light punch, medium punch, light kick, target combo. The first time Momochi does this, he blocks low immediately after, but watch what he does the following 6 times he uses this sequence. See if you can make the same read that Punk did.
Oh my God! Corner's
got him low.
Oh, there it is. That's gonna do it. I believe that is.
They already shook hands. They already shook hands. It's enough, and it closes it out. Punk.
Momochi stopped blocking low after that target combo, opting to walk backwards or backdash instead. If I were a betting man, Punk likely caught on to this around the 3rd or 4th time it happened, but Punk sat on this read until the critical moment in the match where he could best capitalize on it and ultimately win the set. You can hear Punk talk about this exact situation on his stream.
I remember when I did that. I saved this thing because I didn't know if I was going to win. So I saved this thing. I remember this very moment. I saved doing this only for this moment. Momochi kept doing that. And every time he ended that target combo, he never blocked low. He always walked back, right? Because I remember I was like, oh, he's never blocked low, so I'm going to just wait till the perfect time to hit him low. And that's when I was like, this is the time.
Had Punk gone low when he first suspected that he had the read, Momochi would have begun to mix his options up and the match could have ended very differently. Next, we're going to look at a match between John Ding and Yanarang from the Tekken World Tour Korea Group Finals in 2022. In this match, we're going to pay specific attention to this string, Eddie's back 2-3. In this round, John Ding cashes in on a read immediately. Yanarang challenged with jabs after the first time blocking the string. John Ding does the string again, ducks the anticipated high from Yanarang, and launches him in an attempt to close the round. However, the fun doesn't stop there. In Game 3, John Ding begins to throw the string out again to see how Yanarang will respond. Again, Yanarang challenges with jabs, giving John Ding confidence that his read is still usable. John Ding attempts to use this read to close the round out, but is too slow with this punish attempt. John Ding begins to harass Yanarang with the string. He recognizes the jab challenge for the 5th time in the match, and on his 6th blocked back 2-3, he attempts the classic duck and launch read. However,
he tried it again! Oh, he's calling out his duck setups. Yeah, when I saw it, I was thinking John Ding might go for it again, but Yanarang I think might go for the mid.
By this point, Yanarang had the read on John Ding's read. He had conditioned John Dean to expect his jab response, knew he would duck, and capitalized with a high damage launch of his own to ultimately close the round. The last match we're going to look at is one of the most well-known sets in Street Fighter IV history, Alex Valle vs. Bonchan from EVO 2015. Sagat is a character that excels in zoning and keep out, using his fast fireballs and large normals to maintain distance. Hugo traditionally struggles against these types of characters. He's big, he's slow, and he likes to be close, where he can run his offense best by pressuring his opponents with his collapse and the threat of his painful command grab. Almost immediately, Bonchan begins to show the habit that ultimately costs him the game. He likes to resort to jumping backwards to escape Hugo's pressure when he's at disadvantage at point-blank range. Against most of the roster, this is a relatively safe option to go for. However, Hugo has a very specific and very damaging punish he can use, which Valle saves until the very end of the set. This match is very short, less than 5 minutes. Let's look at all the instances of Bonchan resorting to the jump back option. And with this read in Valle's pocket, we get one of the hypest moments of EVO 2015.
It's the meter as well, Alex Valle. Give him a hand. Give him another hand.
Oh! Alex Valle grabbing him with the Ultra 2.
Oh, my.
This is not going to be enough quite yet, but he's right there. What's the follow-up? And he just overheads him. Alex Valle sending Bonchan into loser's bracket. Alex Valle.
My God.
I hope these examples help illustrate the importance of picking and choosing the ideal times to implement big reads. Keep your cards close to your chest until you find the key moments to play them. Knowledge is power. I'm BEENEEWEENEES, thanks for watching.